Hello students, I'm Dr. C, and today we'll be taking a look at how to make a positively delightful video using Final Cut Pro. We're going to start out with the basic elements in the event library. We see here our project list, and to the right of that we find several clips in this particular event. You can bring clips like these in just by going to File, Import, and then choosing to import from either a device like a camera that you've plugged into a USB, a file from your computer, or an old iMovie project. Before you begin, make sure that you've also begun a new project as I have by going to File, New Project. This will give you a blank storyline in which to work. The storyline is Final Cut's name for a timeline. This is the place where you will edit your content and, as you can see, it shows you a time layout of that content. We're now going to drag in some of the clips from our event into our project. Clicking once will select the whole clip, which you can then drag directly into the storyline. But know that clicking and dragging will allow to select a single, shorter part of that clip and drag only that into the storyline. In addition to the previously mentioned time layout at the top of the storyline, notice the above more precise counter, which shows you a time layout frame by frame, as you can see when I scroll back and forth along the storyline. If you want to get even more precise, you can move slowly, frame by frame, by clicking either left or right with your arrow keys. You can play and pause your video simply by clicking your spacebar. The most important part of editing is being able to cut together, so let's try that now. Let's say that I want to be able to cut my clip in half and make one part of it shorter. First, I have to select my blade tool by clicking the B on my keyboard. This is an example of what is called a hotkey. Familiarizing yourself with the various hotkeys within Final Cut Pro X will make for a smoother, less time-consuming editing process in the future. Now that I have my blade tool selected, I'm going to make sure that I'm in the part of the video I want to edit by clicking outside of the clip itself. Remember that when the blade tool is in use, any click you make on the clip itself will result in a cut. Don't worry too much, however, because any edits made to the media in the timeline will not affect in any way the source media in the event library, nor are unwanted edits difficult to undo with a simple press of the Apple Z hotkey. I found where I want to cut. See how it separates the clip into two parts when I click using the blade tool? Now I'd also like to shorten slightly the clip on the left. I could trim off what I want to remove using my blade tool, but there's another easier way of doing this. First, I'm going to switch back to my navigation arrow using the A hotkey. A for arrow, get it? Now I simply hover my cursor over the edge of the clip I want to shorten. When you see a kind of curvy parenthesis appear beside the edge of the clip, simply click down and drag to either the left or right. Dragging to the right extends the clip, and dragging to the left shortens it. Now we're going to add a nice transition between these two clips. Over here we have access to lots of complementary media and effects Final Cut provides. We have audio effects, visual effects, titles, and transitions. For our purposes, we're going to scroll down and select a crossfade. Now we simply click and drag the crossfade into position between our two clips. You can adjust the length of this fade the same way that you would adjust the length of one of your clips by simply dragging to the left or to the right. To make our video look professional, let's add a nice title. Simply go up to the previously mentioned title graphics button and select one you like. I rather like the dramatic effect, so I'll click and drag that into the position of my storyline. Notice that the clips on a storyline rather helpfully adjust themselves accordingly when I attempt to insert new media into an earlier part of my video. To edit my title, I'm going to click inside the player window and type. Very simple. Before we finish up, let's liven things up a bit with a nice audio track. I'm going to import the audio into my event library the way I originally imported my clips. I'm going to drag the audio into the storyline the same way, but instead of placing it all within the same section as my video clips, I'm going to place it immediately below them. This will allow both my video and audio to play simultaneously. I can adjust the position of the audio tracks by dragging it left or right, and all the rules of adjusting length and cutting that we've been over before for video still apply here. I can also edit the volume and other aspects of the media by going up here to Audio Effects. Here you can easily adjust volume and other factors according to your specific needs, as well as the quality of your particular audio track. You can also adjust the volume of your track by raising or lowering this small bar. I'm pretty happy with this, so now I'm going to export the video. All you have to do is go down to Export Media, and make sure that you're exporting both the video and audio, that your video codec is in H.264, and you can select which default player you like. You choose where you want that video to go on your computer, hit save, and you'll be all finished. Now that that's been exported, let's take a look at our finished product. Not bad, if I do say so myself. This concludes our lesson for today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Dr. C is Awesome, FUS, for more video fun. Have a good day and happy editing!